Right now, you're doing something so automatic, so invisible, that you've never once stopped to appreciate how completely impossible it is. You're translating electrical storms in my neural patterns into sequences of sound that create specific meanings inside your head. We call it language, and without it, nothing you recognize as human civilization would exist. Not cities, not science, not history, not even the concept of yesterday. But here's what almost nobody asks. What if we never developed it at all? What if humans had remained anatomically identical? Same brains, same vocal cords, same social groups, but the specific genetic accident that gave us syntax and grammar just never happened. You wouldn't be sitting here right now. The device you're holding wouldn't exist, but you would. So what would your life actually look like? Let's start with what we know for certain. Language isn't just communication. Every species communicates. Bees dance to show hive mates where flowers are. Whales sing across oceans. Vervet monkeys have different alarm calls for eagles versus snakes versus leopards. That's sophisticated. That's useful. But it's not language. Language does something no other communication system can do. It lets you talk about things that aren't here. A bee can't tell another bee about the flowers it saw yesterday. It can only report flowers it knows about right now. A whale can't sing about the krill it plans to hunt next Tuesday. Animal communication is locked in the present tense, in the immediate environment, in the concrete and observable. Language breaks that constraint completely. You can tell me about your childhood. You can warn me about something that might happen next year. You can describe a thing that never existed and never will. That capability changes everything. So take it away. Imagine humans without it. You still have all the emotional vocalizations we share with other primates. Screams of fear, cries of pain, laughter, grunts of effort, sighs of contentment. You can point. You can gesture. You can mime actions. You have facial expressions that communicate anger, sadness, joy, surprise. These aren't nothing. A human child raised without language still has all of these tools, and they use them effectively to navigate their immediate social world. But now scale that up. Imagine trying to coordinate a hunt with 20 people using only gestures and grunts. Actually, you don't have to imagine it. We can look at what happens. Anthropologists have studied coordination in chimpanzee hunts. Chimps hunt cooperatively. They surround prey. They drive animals toward each other. They clearly have roles, but every hunt is improvised in real time. One chimp makes a move. Others react. Someone cuts off an escape route. The group adjusts. It works, but only for targets they can all see right now, and strategies simple enough to execute through imitation and reaction. You can't plan a hunt for next week. You can't say, remember how we failed last time because the antelope escaped through that ravine. This time, you go around the other side first. That sentence is impossible without language. So complex planning is impossible. Your entire existence becomes locked in a perpetual now. But it gets worse. Without language, you can't accumulate knowledge across generations. Think about what you know. Most of it, you learned from someone telling you. They used words to put ideas into your head that they got from someone else's words. Your grandmother tells you which plants are poisonous. Your father tells you how he builds a shelter. Your friend tells you about the dangerous animal she saw near the river last month. Now remove language. You can learn by watching, but only what you can see someone do right in front of you. You can learn by trial and error, but only what you personally experience. Anything that happened before you were born might as well have happened on another planet. You have no access to it. This means every human starts from zero. Let's say someone in your group figures out that if you heat certain rocks, you can shape them into better tools. Brilliant discovery. Life-changing. But when that person dies, the knowledge dies. Unless someone happened to watch them do it and figured out the principle through observation alone. Most skills would be lost and rediscovered over and over and over again in an endless loop. There would be no innovation, because innovation requires building on what came before, and what came before disappears the moment the person who knew it stops demonstrating it. Your social world collapses too. Without language, you can't have laws. You can't have agreements. You can't have promises. You can't say, if you help me hunt today, I'll help you build your shelter tomorrow. That's a sentence. That's grammar. That's time reference and conditional logic. Without it, cooperation becomes limited to immediate reciprocity. I give you something. You give me something right now. Trust becomes almost impossible to build beyond your immediate family. And here's the strangest part. Without language, you might not have a self. Not the way you experience it now. Your sense of identity, your autobiography, the story you tell yourself about who you are. It's all linguistic. It exists in words. Studies of people with severe language impairments show that they struggle with autobiographical memory. They can remember facts and skills, but the narrative of their life, the sense of being a continuous person moving through time, that falls apart. Language isn't just how you describe yourself, it's how you construct yourself. Take it away and you're left with something closer to what a dog experiences. A collection of immediate feelings and reactions and learned behaviors, but no story tying them together. No sense of your life as a journey from past to future. So what does your world look like? You live in groups of maybe 20 to 50 people. You know their faces. You read their emotions. You cooperate on immediate tasks. You share food. You groom each other. You form alliances and rivalries. You have a rich emotional life, but you have no history, no plans beyond today, no ability to share complex ideas, no way to teach your children anything you can't show them directly, no art that represents anything beyond the immediate and visual, no music with lyrics, no stories, no jokes that require setup and punchline, no lies, because you can't describe things that aren't true. No religion, because you can't talk about gods or ancestors, or an afterlife. You're human, but you're trapped in an eternal present, isolated inside your own mind, unable to share the most important thing our species ever learned to share. Not fire, not tools, but the thoughts themselves. Language didn't just change what we could do, it changed what we could be.